Hey, beautiful souls. How's it going? Welcome to Monday with the Angels with me, Lisa D. Lyle, your delightful host and spiritual guide. So, remember yesterday a song was coming through? It dawned on me yesterday at break time. The girls thought I was crazy because I started singing it. I've shared it here in the live stream. It's put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the waters. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calmed the sea. This is my favorite part. Take a look at yourself and you may look at others differently. So put your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Don't ask me why. There you go. That's your serenade for the day, everyone. I am like hooked on that song. And it was redone in 1970, the year I was born, by Anne Murray, a Canadian sweetheart, the little songbird of Canada. But it was done before that. I've shared like the original group that sang it here in the comments, and it's got the lyrics. So have a listen. I love it. And I love the way that spirit speaks to me. And it's oftentimes through music and numbers, and of course the natural world. So if you're new here, a very warm welcome to you. I trust that something here will be supportive to you as you continue to deepen as you continue the deep dive of your spiritual essence, well, in the form of a human being, a human, HUE. So, and if something does resonate with you here, please do consider hitting the subscribe button, the subscribe button, and engaging here. This is, we're all energetic beings, okay? And this is about exchange, good, bad, or otherwise. And personally, I'm really all for balancing the exchange. So I thank you for all the thumbs up, the engagement, whether it's in the live stream or the comments below. And of course, I really am grateful for your subscription and your continued willingness to dive into your experience to uncover more joy on this crazy little adventure called life. And what a ride. Hey, what a ride. Just a sec. Let me move my foot here. The date is November the 17th, 2025. We're going to get the Palo Santo going. We're going to get into some cards. And then we're going to go out there and live our best life, shining our little light by putting our little hand in the hand of Creator, who loves us unconditionally and continually over the last few days is reminding that we are the cradles of co-creation. This has been coming through a lot. So at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting us to remember who we are in this lifetime and to fulfill our planetary missions. We're not from here. We're born to the earth to have this earthling experience. And you and I, okay, guys, stop. Rex, leave her alone, please. Good boy. Leave her. 411, 411. What's the information? No. So back to the point. We're here to have this human experience, and you and I, trust me on this, or trust your heart. If you don't trust me, you probably don't know me. If you don't listen to your heart, we are here to hold a high frequency, to restore the energetic of righteousness on this planetary realm, to reestablish a spiritual connection on this planetary realm. And it's been greatly diminished throughout the course of my lifetime. I'm 55. And in my lifetime, I've just seen just the real, um, uh, I don't even know if it's fall or moving away or intentional sway away from who we are. So, and that song that came through yesterday, I played it. Of course, I played it for because I found it, and then we listened to it, and it was like everyone was like kind of swaying around and clapping hands, like having a good time, right? We've forgotten the art of having of presence, of being present and having fun, living from the heart, like the child, right? The child inside is in the moment. The child doesn't worry about 15 years from now. The child doesn't worry really about 5 minutes from now. In the moment, can we harness our power, our joyful song in the moment? Can we allow ourselves to be brave enough to sing our soul song moment to moment? And, playing that song for them yesterday, when it came through, it was like everybody was like, this is a good song. And then as I walked out of the office at one point, one of the other ladies like was humming it. And I'm like, good, good. I love it. I love it. That's it. That's like passing it on. So as usually happens, I had an art class yesterday. It was only a 1 minute long class, and this flowed through in a minute, literally. And again, it's back to that. So this is the message that came through yesterday. Castanets within the bassinet, cradles of co-creation. Joy is born from pain and guides our way to great pleasure beyond sorrow. We are the pearl within the teardrop. We have been within the sacred pause. Reset, restart. Sacred heart, God's plan will not be thwarted. Sacred reward, bliss, joyfulness, rest. So I don't know how to spell castanets. I tried to look it up. I don't know. Casinettetts, maybe? I don't know. I've got to delve into that. So can we allow this was like a flower of life, and it's just, 4 or 8 infinity symbols here. 4. And, the flower of life is within our heart space. Or maybe we can even, I like to see the flower. Many, many years ago, I was shown a visual of myself, and I feel like it speaks to all of us, rooted and down, like the heart was the first chakra above the earth. And it's from the heart. So we heal everything below our heart space. So before the age of 21, we heal that space below the heart and get grounded and nurture our roots. And then we begin to co-create with the divine through the heart space. And we can view this as the branches from the tree of life. And, like, what a beautiful visual. And we're trees, we're flowers, we are in essence sacred geometry in movement, in flow, trusting what we know as we go. No longer living in the land of illusion, no longer confused. Something about fused, no longer confused. And then I was seeing like fused. Could that be like mended, like knit together? I'm not sure what they're trying to say to me there. Let's get some cards from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses Oracle. We are supported. God's plan will not be thwarted. The universe has heard your silent call for help. When we speak, so, and then they're saying the top two cards and then put it away. Oh my God. Okay. 1010. I'm so grateful for the in the moment, on the spot confirmation that comes to reassure me and to confirm for me that what is coming through is divine truth. Look at this. I'm just talking about us being the tree of life, and the goddess of oneness comes out, and the angel of soul love. And we're always in the embrace of soul love, regardless of whether or not we're in the arms of another. We are embraced. We are swaddled within the bassinet of soul love at all times. And it's about us clearing the pathways within and showing up for ourselves and treating ourselves and knowing ourselves as the 1111, as the valuable treasure that we are. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. And, I've been really strongly guided and connected to, well, I'm always strongly guided and connected with the spiritual realms. That's kind of where I live. And it's this fine art or balance of, being the bridge to the heaven on earth experience and staying balanced, practicality and spirituality, right? So in recent days, I've really been feeling the presence of my aunt who passed away 3 years ago now, I believe. It was 3 years ago in August, I believe. And, it's so funny because my middle name is her name, Diane. And I've been using that a lot, right? I've been saying Lisa D. Lyle or Lisa Diane Lyle. And she came in as clear as a bell, a sweet little lovable bell last night. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so connected to the masculine in the spiritual realms that, I forget how loved and supported that we are by all of our ancestors in the spiritual realms. And it feels really nice to have made this connection. So I guess I'm just wanting to say, like, know that you're loved and supported. And if you're struggling or if you're having a hard time, talk to your angels, talk to God. That's my go-to source, creator. The essence of universal love from which we all originate. We're all sparks, regardless of what our belief systems may be down here. We're not, trust. We are all connected to the ultimate loving source. So if something's been on your mind, if you have a question for your angels, think about it now. Maybe pause the video, ask, and let's see what comes through from the Ask an Angel's Oracle. You're healing. This is Archangel Raphael. You're healing in the essence of the soul love. You're returning to that space of soul love. You're trusting your heart. You're trusting that you are you're meant to be a fine-tuned vessel of connection to source, like a spark of creation, right? We're within the cradle of co-creation. They're saying the bottom card. Eternally connected to the divine mystery. I love this. I love this. And we're rising above. What are we rising above? Perceived obstacles. We're rising above. We're rising above the horizon now. The awakening. Healing. That star energy. Look, there's 7 stars. 7. The Chariot making movement, because the flower here, this is speaking to me of emotional stability. poetry in motion. The magic of the ocean, uh, honor and devotion. Your healing is the potion. Your love is love potion number 9. It's when we stop seeking outside of ourselves for anything, right? We are the self contained vessel. And with that being said, when we become that, wouldn't it be lovely to have support in the experience, in the physical realm? Yes, it would. And yet we're not wanting just any old support, right? We're wanting, we get the guardian angel, a special message of love. This feels like, whatever your question was, the answer is yes, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. Continue your healing. Continue your growth within the bassinet, the cradle. Oh, shoot, the boobs. Within the cradle of the co-creative cradle of love, soul love. And it's mysterious. We don't understand. And this is where we trip ourselves up, humans, Ichui. This is the folly of the human way. We intellectualize everything. We want like a logical explanation for things. Trust me, I know I'm Virgo, guided mercurial, a very mercurial energy. So much so that my anal izing of everything has, it's been a stumbling block, if you will. And as well as a stumbling block, it's been the building block. And so let us not try to intellectualize the spiritual experience. Let us just heal in the embrace of unconditional love. Each of us, as the individual spark of creator, of creation, let us each focus on the divine truth that resides in us. And we know it's divine. We know it's divine when it's loving and kind. If it's abusive, if it's demeaning, if it's unkind, if it's aggressive, this is not divine. So, and we have to clear those energies out of us, right? The ways that we demean ourselves, the ways that we're unkind to ourselves, this is where we hone our skills on the home front. We're the home front, right? Yes. I always say right. I notice that. I don't, I notice that. An awakening. And it feels like 2025 has been a deeper awakening. And you can see that the star goes below the root and sacral chakra. And there's probably, I can imagine, a bunch of stars going down into the earth. But this is like a new experience of healing, a deeper healing that brings an expansion of, like an expanded awakening, an expansion of our consciousness. We've got Jupiter over there in Cancer. Divine truth, expansion in the sign of Cancer, safety, security, family, co-creative energy. And it feels like in the coming days, pay attention. If you ask your guides for a message, pay attention to the way that they are communicating with you. And it feels like there may be communication breakthroughs, like new ways of communicating coming through in coming days. Okay. So a lot of masculine energy here. I'm just trying to see if this is feminine. It could be. But we've got the elm tree, number 15, which is the devil energy. And it feels like the message coming through here for all of us is you've had your dance with the devil. and you kind of knew who you were dancing with all along. And perhaps the devil had you convinced that they were going to help you to sing your soul song. That's not the devil's role. The devil's role is to trip us up so we don't go out there and do what we're here to do, so that we don't. And you and I are powerful light workers, powerful messengers for the divine in this life. Yes, I know it's hard to imagine, right? Little old Lisa D. Lyle, or, insert your own name, because I know I've spent a lot of time trying to come to terms with that. And yet it's undeniable. And so this feels like you're flipping the devil on his ass, on his head, by making a choice for love, by making a choice for you, by coming out. And Elm is feeling very, it's funny, I'm hearing that movie, The Nightmare on Elm Street, but like, let's live our dreams. Let's move away from the nightmares. The devil wants to keep us scared. It's like the boogeyman. Did you have like fears of the boogeyman when you were young? Who is the boogeyman? It was 2112. Who's the boogeyman? The thoughts in our head, maybe. The fearful energy, that devil energy. But we're solid. We're solid and stable. We're ready. We know that we're divinely guided and protected. We know that we're the chariot, and we're ready to make our move because we've made a decision, and we're making our move down a new, delightful pathway. It's the lighted pathway. Lighted, burdens released from our shoulders. We're feeling light and gay. And gay has nothing to do with our sexual orientation. Gay is about being happy, jovial, playful. The gay little children played and sang their heart song each and every day. Strong and stable because we've done the inner work. We've done the growth, right? The masculine, feminine merge. And there's that little devil energy, right? Come, my little pretty, have a bite of this pear. Well, we're the seeds within the cradle of co-creation. And you know what? Thanks. I'll give it a try. But we're not going to, we are not going to deny what we feel on the inside, right? We're not going to get tripped up and caught in our head. Those of you who know me know that 13 is my number for the divine feminine, and 31 would be the mirror energy of that. You add them all together, you get the divine masculine, the emperor energy, authority, strong, confident, like this guy here standing at the archway or at the gateway of this new beginning. We're the gateway, and we are divinely guided and protected by source, God, whatever you want to call. Love. Let's just call love. We're guided and protected. So let's get some messages from Archangel Michael, and then we're going to wrap it up. But I will, before we leave, share the oracle messages from each of the tree angels. So let's just tune into Archangel Michael, who loves us, who guides us on our path of fulfillment in this lifetime, as we fulfill our planetary mission, our spiritual mission in this life. Let me tell you, this was on the bottom of the deck. And didn't we have, let's see what we've got here this week. I've just got too much stuff. I don't really have a proper setup. One day I will have a proper setup. One day. For now, we make do. We make do with what we've got. But we did have some messages here about guidance, didn't we, yesterday? Well, we had intuition. I'm sweating up a storm now. Anywho. Oh, yes, we did. Right there. Guidance. The eternal star. Our heart. Our healing heart. My gosh, you guys, you're so beautiful. They're saying these two cards here, so I'm going to take them. I haven't looked at them yet. You're so beautiful. Trust your heart. This is the path of forgiveness. This is the path of reestablishing the connection to the sacred divine, reestablishing our connection to the consciousness of Christ, right? And every time I think of the Christ, you can't have the masculine Christ without the feminine as well, right? And the masculine, and like Yeshua, the Christ, was the masculine counterpart to Mary Magdalene. Regardless of what scriptures tells us, this is divine truth, the counterpart energy. And this is a number 24. So it's the 6 again, the choice point, making the choice to move away from the energy that says you can't have everything you imagined. You can't have it all. Yes, you can. We only don't ever get it all because we don't believe we can have it all. We don't have the faith that we are worthy and deserving of it all. So stay the course your heart has chosen, honor the divine truth as it arises within you, and follow your true north, your shining star, as you allow your heart as the compass to guide, knowing that you are guided by the divine. Again, more confirmation, healing. Is that 11? Yeah, it's 11. Divine justice. Justice. Just desserts. Getting grounded. Again, it's funny, isn't it funny? Because I was commenting on, which card? This one. I was commenting on the orange flower, and look down here in the sacral chakra, we have the pink flower, which is the unconditionally loving energy has elevated the awakening through stabilized emotions, the even keel, the deep roots, getting to the root of the matter. So beautiful. So we're guided, we're healing by following the guidance of the eternal star, because, and this is what we get, the magical new beginning, great mystery. Oh my goodness, OMG, as the youth say these days. I hate when I have to ask what one of those acronyms means. The one, I know you know, or something like this. Whatever. Anyways, let us not get sidetracked by silliness, although everything here is silly, isn't it? This is a magical new beginning, and it's guided by the soul. It's an 8. My gosh, everyone. This is it. Welcome home. Welcome to your magical new beginning. Thank you for all your healing. Love is winning in your life. And, as you go out into the world today, whenever today is for you, whenever you're seeing this, know that you are so divinely guided. You're on the right path. And your barometer is how you feel in your body. Do you feel at ease? Do you feel calm? Are you able to let life, to move along with life in your day to day as this new beginning unfolds in your experience? I would say you're doing it. You're healing. And I love, they're bringing me back this to here. Double shot of healing. And this is just speaking to me of everyone's doing their work. Feminine's doing her work. The masculine's doing their work. And yeah, dessert's about to be served. Just desserts. I always go there. Anyways, let's get the tree angel oracle messages, and then we'll put our hand in the hand of the man who stilled the waters, and we'll go out there and have some fun. All right. So, Elm, here's the message. Without animals, you die of loneliness. Without ancestors, you die rootless. Without us, you die without a future. Wake up and listen. Wake me up Before you go, go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Walk the dog. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Sometimes things just pop in. I trust that it's entertaining. But, walk the dog. It's a yo-yo trick. Anywho, wake up and listen. Wake up and speak out. The dying only hear their own voice. The living, but the living sing in chorus. A chord has been struck in our hearts. The symphony of the soul wants to be played out, or is being played out. It is being played out, whether we agree or not. Right? It's just easier for us to agree. It makes our life easier. So the hornbeam, most holy sanctum, innermost kernel, for which you are ready to die, for which you are not quite ready to live. Protect the flame. You are the guardian of the mysteries, the master's silent servant. Yes, yes, I am. How about you? Beautiful. That's so beautiful. Divinely guided and protected. And so let's get the message of pair. And I opened right to it. And here we go. And this is where we're going to wrap up today. We'll be back here tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, 12:21. And with Thoughtful Tuesday or supporting our thrive. We'll figure it out when we get there because everything's changing every moment. So I just kind of go with the flow. So here we go. The pair. Do what feels right. Trust your instincts. Find the beauty in everything. The perfect measure, the meeting. Enjoy the open-hearted touch and the sweetness of given fruit. Do not linger onto anything. And this is like, do not cling, right? Like we can't cling to things. Everything is like sand through our hands, right? We just, there's that saying, I remember seeing it when I was very young. My aunt had it. My Aunt Diane actually had it hanging up. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it was yours. If it doesn't, it never was. So we can't, we've spent a lot of our life clinging to people, places, things, and situations that really didn't nurture our soul. And then when we were brave and we broke free from that, we came home to ourselves. We came home to the loving essence of source that beats as our heart. And you and I, all of us here, have done the inner work and continue to do the inner work. I'm not sure it ever ends. I'll let you know if it does. If I'm just living a life of leisure, being fed grapes and cherries, spitting the pits out along the way. I don't know. And yet, you know what? I wouldn't want it to. Don't we want to evolve? We're eternal souls. We're here in service to our eternal soul. And it's all about growth. The growth and expansion of what? Our divine essence, which is unconditional love. And so I trust at 3333, divine feminine energy, I would like to remind you that you are the channel of light, born to take flight, eternally connected to to all of it, to all of it, right? You're healing. I don't know what else to say. So I'm going to tap out for today at 12:55. It's a perfect time. I'm going to go get my ready, prepared for day 2 of the work week. And I look forward to connecting with you all here again tomorrow at 12:21. We'll see what kind of fun and shenanigans we can get up to at that time. And as you go out into the world, I just want to remind you of this. Joy is born from pain and guides our way to great pleasures beyond our sorrows. So as deep as our sorrow is as expansive as our joy. And gosh, you're a delightful young girl and a boy, girl or boy. And Yeah, that's all I have to say today, everyone. I hope something here has resonated with you. If it has, please do engage and let me know. Thank you so much for pouring into my cup. I trust that something here has poured into you. And until next time, everyone, remember, you are the castanets within the bassinet. You are indeed the cradle of co creation. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.